Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's April 21st, 2024, and today we're doing a little post-crossing. I know postal rates are going up around the world, and that's kind of shying some people away from sending cards. So today I'm going to buck the trend. I am going all out. Of the last couple of weeks, I've only been sending 2 or 3 cards, and I've got 15 slots that I can send for post-crossing. So what did I do? I pulled 15 addresses. I am going to send them all. I'm going to get mail flowing again. I'm going to encourage other people to, if you haven't been doing a lot of post-crossing lately, if you still love the hobby, make sure you get back out there. Get the cards traveling. There are a lot of people out there that need to have things show up in their mailbox that it's going to brighten their day. The stories that are happening in the world, around the world right now, not a lot of them are happy. So what can we do to improve that? Let's get some happy mail showing up in people's mailboxes. I'm going to get to it. I got a bunch to show you. We're going to go through the profiles. I'm not going to be doing a decorating video today because I'm going to be busy trying to get as many cards out and flying to their destinations and get people interested in being active again, even with the higher postal rates. It's a little thing we can do for a few extra cents to make someone's day a little bit brighter. All right, so make sure you like, subscribe, leave positive comments, share with other people, and put the notification bell on so you don't miss anything. Let's get to the first one. The first one I have is going to Massachusetts in the United States. So she loves learning about new people and places, where you live, famous lands that are formed there. She admires creativity, whether it's growing a garden, cards with vegetables or fruit or flowers, cooking fabulous meals, kitchen-related things. So she's saying things that she likes plus the cards that could go with them, or reading a great book, pictures of people reading, authors, bookstores, and libraries. I enjoy live theater, live performances of dance or drama, great movies, actors or movie marquees, and museums of all kind, especially art. I enjoy tranquility in the woods, so pictures of trees or wildlife from the woods and simple sounds of nature, wind, running water, storms, and birds. I find inspiration in courageous people that make a stand for things they are passionate about. Portraits and faces with emotional historical figures. Important historical figures. Let's get that right. I love national park systems, and I have a national park passport that tracks my visit. Our family has loved visiting many of the parks and all their diversity across the country. Vintage national park postcards. I also love clotheslines. I would love any card with one on it. I think time is the most valuable gift you can give someone. Clock, pictures, timepieces are great cards. Tell me about a time that someone gave you a moment of their time that was memorable. Is there such thing as a Grey Goose Martini postcard? If there is, a girl can fantasize, right? Thanks so much. I'll be delighted with anything you send. Well, I'm going to send this national park postcard, Quack, here in New Brunswick. It's got a little bit of tranquility. It's got waters. It's got nature. It's got some indigenous habitat there as well, and some animal life. So a little bit of everything on there, and it's something local. The next card is going to Germany. It says, "Hello world, I come from Germany, the city of Offenbach am Main, and I'm totally enthusiastic about post-crossing. In my spare time, I'm very interested in animals and in railroads. Because of my proximity to Frankfurt Airport, I'm also interested in airplanes from all around the world. I'm also a big fan of Donald Duck comics. My favorite characters are Donald and Scrooge. I find them totally funny and entertaining. I look forward to receiving many new postcards from your country. Surprise me with exciting country-specific motifs. See you soon in my mailbox." Well, you want country-specific? How about this one here? A giant beaver from Beaverton, Alberta, Canada. Canada has a bunch, just like the United States, of extra-large statues from around the world. Here in Moncton, well, nearby to Moncton, in the town of Shediac, they have the giant lobster. So let's go with the Canadian beaver in Beaverton, or Beaver Lodge, Alberta. So hopefully they like that country-specific motif. All right. The next one is going to Japan. Of course, every kind of postal items are welcome. I have no don'ts about your cards. Recently, we can't send to Russia by postal mail from Japan. What a pity, I'm very sad. Same in Canada, we still can't send to Russia either. My postcard contains big and beautiful stamps with stickers. I promise that you will be surprised when you receive my card. However, don't put colorful stamps on to some countries because they often are lost in the postal system. So yeah, some countries, if you send beautiful stamps, people take the stamps and the cards never end up. Languages that he speaks are Japanese, English, Portuguese, Spanish, Esperanto. Also understands basic and very easy Russian and Korean. It says, please write in clear block body, not cursive letters and numbers or in print, especially your name. I often can't read the name. One question is why many Chinese people don't use the real name on your postal address. He lives with his wife and 2 red-eared sliders, which are turtles that are 22 years old. They have an adult daughter and son, and also 3 granddaughters and a grandson. Loves to travel. Countries he especially likes to visit are Portugal and Spain. Direct swaps are okay if you've been part of Postcrossing more than a year. All right. That all being said, I'm going to send this one here. It's prepaid, which means I don't have to put a stamp on it, which holds back a little bit on the amount it's going to cost to send these. It's of Anna Green Gables' house. Anna Green Gables is very popular in Japan. I'm not sure with this gentleman if it will be, but he's got grandkids too, so maybe someone in the family will appreciate Anna Green Gables' house, and it's something local too, so I wanted to send that. And then moving along, we've got a card going to Poland. She likes to read books, collects postcards, and travel. Would be very happy to receive maps, series of postcards only sent from the origin country, as in flags of the world, maps of the world. She got a whole list of them here. She also likes Blue Cats, Titiana, and Friends Around the World, Women of Science, Marmots, Castles, British Royalty. And then says, don't worry if you don't have these postcards. Just send me a postcard from your city or from a postcrossing meetup you attended. Please send me only real postcards. I'm not a fan of self-made ad or folded cards. She stores the postcards in photo albums, so she wants them a certain size. And that's it. So, meetups I've attended. How about this one in 2022 in Prince Edward Island? I like the fact that it's kind of cartoony as well. You've got all the participants that are on the back there. So that one is going off. Moving right along, we have one going to Australia. I like the fact that I've gotten countries from around the world, some duplicates, but not a lot. I'm a citizen of the world, educated, a postmodern young thing, and at the same time, a bit of a traditionalist. I love sending and receiving things by mail, especially when they're handwritten. Cooking, which I love to do from scratch, making stock, pastries, filling, stuffing, and so on. It sounds delicious. And eating. Nothing very modern about that. And making music instead of only listening to what has been produced by others. So taking all this into account, I welcome with an open mailbox whatever you choose to send from your corner of the world. Let's play our own small part in confronting and staring down those about the world which makes us anxious and of which we are ignorant. We need more cross-cultural engagement, not less. Be it personal creation or a purchase postcard, please make it beautiful, interesting, thoughtful, quirky, joyous, and I promise to treasure it and put it up on my postcard walls, both real and virtual. That said, I would particularly love to receive cards that show something that is personally meaningful to you, and perhaps you can tell me why that this is so in your message. Images of women from your country or pictures of musical themes. She's a choral singer, but don't let that restrict you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. And then she goes on with some other languages like gracias. I await your missive with great anticipation. I'm not sure how that goes, but anyways, I'm going to send this one. Poutine à trous. She is a baker and likes to do things from scratch. Here's the recipe. It is all in French, but I'm sure she can Google translate it. If she can't read it herself, she did put a greeting in French there. Maybe she can. So hopefully she can. It is nice, kind of an apple brown sugar dessert in a pastry. Makes my mouth water. All right, next card is going to Germany. They live in Germany. Yeah, I just said that. Our hometown is Altena. The castle of Altena is the first youth hostel in the world. We have a wonderful little cinema in the middle of the street. Altena has created the technique of how to pull big wire into small long wire. We love old things from 50s and 60s, rock and roll, and lots of other good music, films, clothes, and so on. We like Christmas postcards in December, birthday postcards in October. We like to get, well, my birthday's in October as well. We like to get postcards with everything from the 50s and 60s, old actors, films, your hometown, self-made cards, Disney cards, Harry Potter, Star Trek, Star Wars, comics, and so on. So, what rings out as the 50s to me, and you're talking rock and roll, you got to talk about the king, Elvis Presley. This is, of course, when he got drafted. There's the picture. So I thought about the Beatles for the 60s, but I mentioned the 50s too. So I had that card that was graciously sent to me by Renee when she went to Graceland. So it is going back off into the universe. Next card going to Poland. So 2 cards going to Poland. She loves music, sports, foreign languages. Favorite leisure activity is cycling, reading books, and loves to travel. She likes cards with UNESCO heritage sites, Walt Disney Fair, single view images of castles, strongholds, temples of your country, mysterious paintings and art, 3D postcards, wild and sweet animals, but not really cats, wild animals of the world. She has the koala and the lemur. These are a series, I guess, of wild animals by Dieter Braun. Single view images of nature and mountains in Christmas time, of course, Christmas cards. Don't worry, any card is welcome. And so, we are going 3D. We have Niagara Falls and downtown Toronto here in this 3D postcard that was given to me by my brother who lives in Toronto. Hello, Eric, if you're out there watching. All right. I have another card going to Massachusetts in the United States, not too far away from me, New England. It's funny because I was talking to Charmaine not long ago. She doesn't get many cards from New England where she lives in Maine. She found it odd that she doesn't. And I tend to get quite a few from Massachusetts for some reason, or addresses I can send to and receive. Anyways, let's get back on topic. So she says she's a mother of 2, a 17-year-old boy, a 12-year-old girl. She's a wife, a mother of 2 fur babies, a 75-pound black lab mix, and a 6.5-pound Maltipoo. She loves getting mail, collecting stickers, and so excited to find Postcrossing and Letter Mo and Angel Card Project. So I can send letters, use stickers, and hopefully receive some back. My daughter has started to help me send notes, and she loves being creative, so you may get some posts from her. We live just outside Boston, and though I'm a native New Yorker, I'm Chinese American, born in New York City. Send me anything about yourself, no preferences or wants. Fun fact, my first pen pal was from Northern Ireland, and one day hopefully can reconnect. Love to learn about local foods, customs, cultures, and what you like to do for hobbies. Have fun with it. Well, we're going to send Anna Green Gables. I sent the house to someone else. We're going to send Anna walking down this country lane. Nice card of Prince Edward Island. I thought maybe if her daughter is into Anna Green Gables, or it's kind of a book for that age group too, 12-year-olds. I know a lot of people read it as adults as well, but kind of fits in that range. So I thought maybe. All right, next card going to the Netherlands. Lives in South Holland with 2 sons. Likes postcrossing very much and sending postcards. He likes walking and travel to other countries. Not walking to the other countries, but walking and then travel to other countries. I do many traveling with sons. Went to Porto in 2013. Also went to Iceland in 2014. Likes to hike in the eastern, or did some hiking in Bulgaria in 2014. Loves traveling lots on the train and bus. Walking in Holland, Germany, and Belgium. I also love cooking. Love German food, Italian food, good beers. And he was a postman for 26 years and takes care of his family and friends now. You may make me happy with postcards from post boxes and post stamps, but also nature cards, lighthouses, city views, windmills, and other cards are more than welcome. I have 2 grandchildren. I'm very happy with them, and I see them once in every 2 weeks. Last December, I lost his 2 sisters in 1 week. Oh, that's so sad. That was a great loss. Every postcard I received makes me now especially happy. Now we must, as a family, gift a place in our heart. All right. Well, as a postman myself, I'm going to send this one, Lego Postman card, Happy Postcrossing. I thought it might be fun, too, for his grandkids, where he gets to visit them on a regular basis, or they come to see him. I thought it might be a fun one to get in your mailbox. What kid doesn't like Lego? What adult doesn't like Lego for that matter? All right. Next card is going to the Czech Republic. Lives in the beautiful city. Works is in his family company and does whatever necessary. He played volleyball in the past. It was professionally. Now he's an amateur, just for fun. Hobbies include sports, cars, traveling. Prefers themes about your countries or cities you live in. Please no cats, art, etc. I have 2 daughters. You can send postcards with typical cartoon figures of your country. If you want to write me your favorite song or movie, because I like cars, write me what your car is that you use. Well, I'm going to send, she wants something typical of our country. I'm going to send this meetup card from 2022. This is New Brunswick, the covered bridge. There is the few attendants that were at that first ever meetup here in New Brunswick. I thought maybe he would enjoy that. 15 cards is a lot of cards to send, I'm going to tell you that. The next card I have is going to Alabama in the United States. It says he's a scientist, a research laboratory at the University of Alabama in Birmingham. Go Blazers, where I study the microbiome, the genetics of microbes in and on our bodies. I've been happily married for 34 years, and my wife and I like to travel every chance we get. Among his many hobbies are cooking and baking. I have sourdough culture that I've maintained for 20 years. Reading. I enjoy reading Victorian novelists, Charles Dickens. A whole bunch of them there. We'll go through them all. Photography. He says he's old enough to have developed my first photographs in a dark room with chemicals. I've done that as well. The old-fashioned way, but I can admit digital photography has many advantages. Collecting old typewriters. I have a small collection of machines, some over 100 years old, that I use frequently to write letters to family and friends. I especially enjoy wooden boats of all types. I've even built my own wooden sailboat. I also like to brew my own beer at home and have won some home brewing awards along the way. J'ai étudié la langue française pendant quelques années. Vous pouvez m'écrire en français si vous souhaitez. So, just says he's been studying French, and I can write him in French if I'd like. U.S. Postcrossers, I really recently decided to make a concentrated effort to collect all state map cards. So if you've got one, I'd appreciate it. All sorts of postcards are gratefully received. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your hometown, your hobbies, or what food is best, what area your food is best known for. Beautiful, interesting, or unusual stamps always make me happy. I look forward to your postcard. Well, I may not be a U.S. postcrosser, but I do have this Greetings from New Jersey state map. So I thought maybe he didn't have New Jersey in his collection, and I have it with mine. Most of the time, I can't see a person to send that to. So if he's collecting state maps, that's who it's going to. All right, another card going to Germany. It says, hello, nice to meet you here. I was born in the summer of 1969. I live with my family in a very small village with a little more than 100 people, inhabitants, in the southern part of Germany near the old UNESCO World Heritage town of Regensburg. Around my home village, there's lots of nature. I am matter of fact and a sober realist, but the broad field of metaphysics still fascinates me a lot. My hobbies are reading, bicycling, hiking, traveling to Hamburg, the North Sea, writing a little bit, painting with acrylics on canvas. I can solve the Rubik's Cube, but not in record time. Several years ago, I liked to travel with the Rolling Hotel. It's a bus and kind of a sleeping box trailer. My interests are 70s design. Oh yes, the nature, the palms, and the other things, medicinal herbs, grasses, cactuses, budgies, hens, seagulls, cats, landscapes, volcanoes, weather phenomena, colors, modern art, architecture, geometric designs, science, such as biology, chemistry and astronomy, meteorology, geography, pharmacy, mathematical topics, computer nerds, astrology, tarot, minerals, gemstones, normal stones, marbles, cubes, maritime, nautic objects, maps of area, districts, and subways, oddities from all around the world, illustrations about all these things. To U.S. postcrossers, there are any postcards from the band Saint Motel. I'd like to receive them. I also like cards from Paper Sisters. I like to be surprised by postcards that I never thought I would be like beforehand, but please send no multi-view cards. Please no texts or sayings. Well, I'm going to send this one, this prepaid, of the icebergs that you might see when you're in Newfoundland. as they travel down in the springtime. So it kind of fits some of the things that they were talking about in their wants and desires. The next card is going to France, the town of Versailles. So this is originally from New Zealand, but for the moment living in France, love to travel, also enjoy postcards which depict places, landscapes, towns, unusual buildings. I especially like to receive cards which are different in some way. Whilst I appreciate the effort it takes to make your own cards, I would prefer not to receive homemade cards. Thanks, and definitely no advertising. I make special effort to ensure that every postcard I receive goes on my postcard wall, so please take a look at it and check the cards to receive from your country before you send me a card. Make sure I haven't already got it. It's so sad to receive duplicates. With that in mind, I have, until now, resisted the temptation to make a list of cards that I would particularly enjoy, but I do understand that scrolling through hundreds of cards can be quite tedious. So to narrow it down a bit, here are some categories I have grown to love. Beautiful women in national dress, examples of the Russian Beauty series. Impressionist art, spectacular buildings and monuments. I used to list my expired cards in the hope that someone might recognize one and contact me. For 6 years, no one has contacted me, so I've removed the list. Suffice to say, the list was in the hundreds. Thanks for reading this. Well, places. You may not have gotten this card before because this is a meetup card from 2022 in Prince Edward Island, and there weren't very many of us there, so the chances of you getting it are slim. So hopefully he enjoys that card and adds it to his collection. We are coming closer to the end. This one is very small in its profile. It goes to the Ukraine. Her name is Natalie. She lives in the ancient city of Kiev. I do not have certain requirements for postcard. I rely on your taste. And that's all she said. So she's going to get this prepaid card because she didn't say anything about stamps. And it'll save me the $2.71 to send it there. And it is a nice collection of moose. Simple, Canadian, and soon to be on its way to Ukraine. So stay safe. We are always thinking about you guys there. All right, the last card I have is going to the Czech Republic. So this is my second one of the 15 going to the Czech Republic. It says, I'm collecting World Postcard Day postal hugs now. I'm still missing a lot of them. If you have any to trade, let me know. I don't. Hello, how are you? Smile, you are beautiful. Well, thank you. My name, well, I would say the name. She lives in the third largest city in the Czech Republic. She collects magnets of cities, royal families, so I'll be happy if you send me one from your city. I collect small coins from all around the world. I love modern tourist postcards with the name on the town printed on the front of the postcard. She loves VW camper vans, royal families, greetings from Freddie Mercury from Queen, UNESCO, Blue Cats, official Blue Cats world trip. I haven't seen those ones before. Postcrossing meeting cards, Tausend Shen, World Travel Series, Engluk, Lucy Ernstova, Maps of the World, Presidents Series, Wonder Post, 3D postcards, Ludwig van Beethoven, Mozart, from rare countries, nice touristic cards, churches, coffee, desserts, sweets. If you don't know what postcard to choose for me, I'll be glad for a beautiful view of your city. I'll be grateful for any postcard you choose to send me. Could you send your postcard from your country of origin, please? Well, once again, we are going meetup cards. I've sent a few this time around, so it's certainly going to be promoting. They're all different, though. This one is from last year. This is the geocaching post-crossing meetup we had in Fredericton, New Brunswick. And so you've got a little bit of geocaching, and you've got sites from New Brunswick and the post office. So there you go. A little bit of everything for New Brunswick and something they probably don't have. Okay, 15 cards to send. I better get at it, and hopefully you'll get at it too. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?